Hello, Westchester. Welcome to a brand new episode of Ram Center. As always, it's your boy, Josh Swift.
And I'm Ashley Williams. Josh, are you just as excited as I am for homecoming this weekend?
Oh, definitely, I am, because I'm trying to see our very own Golden Rams add another win to the record. And then plus, it's not just any ordinary game, it's homecoming game.
Exactly, and they're playing Bloomsburg, so they can definitely beat them, as they should.
And I'm going to be a little bit upset if they don't win this game. Like, I'm coming out there full-fledged, purple and gold. I'm not playing.
Perfect. All the school spirit is perfect that day. The stadium will be packed.
Packed.
So I'm looking forward to it. But unfortunately, this past weekend, the WCU football team fell short against Shippensburg. They lost with a score of 27-11. The Rams just didn't have the answers against Shippensburg defense.
Exactly. Quarterback Pat Moriarty went 19 for 38 and threw for only 244 yards with only one touchdown. Also, my boy Brandon Monk rushed for 73 yards as well, but it just wasn't enough to get the win.
The Rams really had a hard time trying to score, and hopefully they can turn this around next
We
week.
need them to.
I know I don't want to watch them lose at all.
Yeah.
But keep your head up, guys. We got this game this weekend.
And we do have it, but unfortunately, Ashley, the men's soccer team also suffered a loss. To Slippery Rock in overtime with the score of 2-1. Sophomore Giovanni Maury scored his second goal of the season to give the Rams the early lead, but the Rams had no answer for Slippery Rock. But they hope to redeem themselves at home against Lock Haven this Wednesday at 2:30.
All right, well, I hope they find out how to come back. But let's talk about some wins. The women's soccer team had a stellar performance because they didn't just beat Slippery Rock, they shut them out 1-0.
Okay.
Not only that, Josh, this is their fourth shutout of the season. So they're not letting anybody score.
They're not playing.
No. Junior Lexi Brown knocked in the goal to win the game, and they look to add another one this Wednesday at home against Lock Haven at 12.
Amazing job, Lady Rams. That's what we like to see. Our women's tennis team was killing it this weekend. They swept all 3 doubles, all 6 single matches to pick up the 9-0 non-league win over Holy Family University. Claire Ewell and Maddie Shack set the tone with a win at first doubles while also taking wins at first and second singles. Those matches were actually the last for the team until spring, so I think it was a great way to end the fall schedule.
Definitely, to end it with a win like that.
Definitely.
Another Westchester team that had a lot of top plays this weekend was our women's field hockey team. They won the Eleanor Snell Cup Sunday afternoon with a 6-3 win against Ursinus. A few key players were Rachel Topi, who scored 2 goals, and Alexis Versac and Dale Poston, who each registered a goal and an assist that helped lead the team to victory. The Rams will take on Mercyhurst Wednesday at 4.
Good job. I'm always proud to hear all about these wins from my fellow Gordon Rams. Ashley, it's now time for a field report from Kate.
All right,
Kate?
take it away.
And I'm here today with the head coach of the women's soccer team, Coach Kemp. And first off, I'd just like to say congratulations on behalf of Ram Center for being selected as the Coach of the Week. For those of you that don't know, Coach Kemp has an extremely impressive overall record as a coach. In fact, she is the winningest among all of the head coaches that we've ever had on the soccer team here at Westchester University. So with this being said, what types of actions and mindsets would you say contribute to your success as a coach?
Well, I would have to say, number one, it's the type of player that we try and recruit here. One that is extremely competitive in nature, but also a person that is interested in playing not just for themselves, but for each other. And it's about other. And, you know, I think we're here on this earth to serve each other as human beings. And so that's what I think the bottom line is with our team. We're here to help each other, serve each other, but find that player and person that is unique to those characteristics.
Okay, and now taking a look at your team, how would you say you guys looked going into the season as far as returning players go? You know, did you lose a lot or?
Yeah, we lost some key players from last year. We lost about 6 seniors last year, 4 of them being captains, and they were just truly tremendous captains, great leaders. And sometimes when you have great leaders, you know, you can lack a little bit in talent, but have great leadership. And they truly were. They were a great example to the rest of the team. So I was a little questionable about how we would be losing those individuals as leaders. But the players that are here that have remained have learned quite a lot from those players. And so what I like about it is they want to compete, they want to learn, and it's a truly interesting group to coach because they're constantly asking for feedback and wanting more. And I've been able to do more with this group than probably any group that I've been here. So it truly is, they've learned a lot from those past players, which I think, we have a great leadership program here in our athletic department right now. And I really feel that all of our student athletes are benefiting from that right now. It truly is an example on our team.
Yeah, that's great. I was going to say, you're still off to an excellent start with the season, which leads me to my next question. How would you say, your team prepares?
We prepare, it just doesn't happen over the summer. It just doesn't happen in 1 or 2 nights. The preparation is ongoing and consistently. And, we do a lot of preparation in the off season. Our off season training is probably more important than during the season. And that's getting them in the right frame of mind, but working on ourselves from a defense and offensive standpoint and just learning about who we are and educating them about each individual and how each individual plays and their strengths and weaknesses. And so preparation is ongoing. It never stops.
And my last question for you today, Coach Kemp, is being that it is still semi-early in the season, what goals have you guys set, for the rest of the season?
Oh, we set high goals here. Our number one goal is to win the PSAC championship and, go on to regionals and ultimately win a national championship. That's what we want to do here. And, we have got some great ingredients here. And, I can't express it more than when we left here last spring, when the last week and the last day of practice that we had with this group last spring, and we were all chatting about what we needed to do for the next season and what they needed to improve upon. They were all quiet and kind of somber. And I said, what's the deal? You're going home for the summer. It's exciting. And they're like, Betty Ann, we don't want to leave each other. We just want to train and be together all summer long. So that just goes to tell you the type of individuals we have here on this team. And I'm proud to be their coach.
That's awesome. Well, good for you. That's awesome. If you guys stay on the track that you've been on, I don't see why any of your goals can't happen. So thank you so much for coming out today, and congratulations, and back to you guys.
What's going on, Rams? It's your boy Marcellus here, bringing you all a newer segment to the show called Behind the Ram. This is where me and my other co-host Gabe Smith will be discussing our thoughts on some of the hottest sports stories that have happened this week. Now let's get right on into it as we will be discussing a hot topic in sports today. Now the NBA season. Gabe, are you ready for the NBA season?
Yes, one more week. I've been counting.
I've been counting down too, man. Once the finals was over, I was like, all right, where's the NBA? I love NFL, but I need my NBA.
Definitely.
So definitely going over to the Warriors. Now, as it seems to most people, the Warriors would be the favorite to win the West again. But my thing is, I also agree with that. You have Steph Curry, the reigning MVP, Klay Thompson, Finals MVP Andre Iguodala, and also you cannot forget about Draymond Green, who had an outstanding performance in the finals as well. So from the West, who do you think is the Warriors person to go after?
Well, mine's is different from other opinions. The opinion I'm going with is the Clippers. That's my title pick. I know despite losing 3-1 leading the playoffs, and then almost losing DeAndre Jordan in free agency, I like the additions of Lance Stevenson, Paul Pierce, Wesley Johnson, and Josh Smith. They improved their wing depth and their bench depth as well. Not only that, but they have a go-to scorer in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. Now, moving over to the East. Now, as everyone knows about the King, LeBron James himself, I believe that once again, if they had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love in the finals, that they would have, made some noise and win the finals against the Warriors in 7 games. Now, speaking of the Cavaliers, who do you think in the East will go against the Cavaliers?
Their biggest challenger is the Miami Heat. Despite missing the playoffs this past season, they are still a championship contending team. They will have a full season of Goran Dragic, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Hassan Whiteside as starters. In addition, they'll have rookie Justice Winslow and former slam dunk champion Gerald Green off the bench. That sounds like a real threat right there.
It does indeed. So my question to you is, who is your NBA champion this year?
My NBA championship is the one and only Los Angeles Clippers.
Really? I'm going to have to go against you, man. I'm going to have to go with the reigning East champions, going with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, this is all we have for Behind the Ram this week. Make sure you all watch Ram Center Weekly to get all your sports needs. I'm Marcellus Kelsey-Jones.
And I'm Gabe Smith.
Stay Golden Rams as homecoming is this weekend. Now over to Samara.
After 10 weeks of pulse-pounding action across the pond, the English Premier League standings are showing teams' true colors, with Manchester City sitting pretty in first place with 21 points, closely followed by Arsenal and Manchester United with 19 points apiece. Wayne Rooney, captain of Manchester United, netted his 187th goal in the 3-0 win over Everton on Saturday, ending his 11-month drought of not scoring a goal on the road, and tying Andy Cole for second most goals in Premier League history. Rooney is just 73 goals behind the all-time goal-scoring leader, Alan Shearer. Last year's champions have plummeted under the weight of their own expectations. Despite maintaining big names, the team's chemistry has not been there, landing them 11 points and sitting at 11th place out of 20. Switching over to baseball, the Royals took advantage of playing on their home field and are leading the ALCS series 2-0. The Royals are the 26th team in LCS history to take a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series, and all but 3 of the previous 25 teams advanced to the World Series. Daniel Murphy and the Mets have also taken a 2-game lead in the NLCS against the Chicago Cubs. Murphy has been dominant, batting .400 with 4 home runs in the last 4 games and 7 RBIs in the last 7 games. The starting pitchers have also been extremely dominant and keys to the team's success. The series continues in Chicago on Tuesday. That's all I have for this week. I'm Samara Rosenfeld, Ashley and Josh. Back to you.
Thank you, Samara. Well, that is it for our episode this week, but I know we still want to talk about homecoming because we're so excited for it.
I'm definitely excited. Can't wait for the parade. See all our students and our friends out there celebrating homecoming.
Exactly, and everyone has so much school spirit. We already got our Ram Pride going on.
Exactly.
Matching.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope we win.
And also, I do want to see my boy Ramy. Get a picture with him. So it's my last homecoming. I have to.
Good. Here, I'm putting that on my bucket list too.
Exactly.
Ramy, we're finding you. Maybe you could be in our episode since we're filming on Saturday.
We'll see.
If you guys see us, come say hi. You could be on Ram Center. But that's all we have for this week's episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Ashley Williams.
And I'm Josh Swift. And please don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WCU Ram Center. And also, don't forget to stay golden Rams.
Have a great homecoming.